Welcome back to Those Without Names. I am your host, Innocent, and I am still sick. Lovely transition, isn't it not? Let's get... So last off, my brother was asking us a question. Ain't it nice? So, sis, when did you first wake up here? I can't believe I ran into you. I woke up just now. Seven brought me out of that room. So that was your room? It seemed weird. I would own a room in this place. Oh. It seemed weird that I would own a room in this place. I just arrived, but I nodded anyway. Even without an explanation, I knew that room would be mine and mine alone. My brother stopped in front of another door and tapped on it. This one's mine, 5 doors down from yours. Why do we have our own rooms? My brother shrugged, staring absently at the door. I don't know. Whatever this place is, they're trying to be accommodating. Feel free to drop by whenever you want. Sometimes I sleep here. Sleep? You can sleep in dreams? You feel tired even in a place like this? It's not so much actual tiredness, but after a few rounds of going under memories, you'd want to stop thinking about things. It's not really like sleeping, but more like losing consciousness. I don't know. It'll make more sense if you tried it in your own room. You've experienced a memory already? At my question, he frowned and looked away. Yeah, I guess. His answer was glum, and I wondered what kind of memory he recalled since he got here. It's like reliving something again, but some things are blurred out. He looked down, gripping his headphones tightly. When he spoke next, his voice was quiet. I don't like it here, sis. What do you mean? It's just a weird dream, I added in my head. Still, I figured my brother wouldn't appreciate me calling him a figment of my imagination. Not remembering anything clearly, having to relive memories. The numbers for our names, it bothers me. I don't like it. Is that why you're calling me sis and not 8? Doesn't it bother you that your name is reduced to a number? Why can't we even remember our names? He sounds agitated. This is really bothering him. Should I call you brother? For now, let's make up another name! I can't choose between these two! Because should I call you brother would mean you thought of not calling him brother when he's obviously brother. This one. Why don't we just come up with a nickname? There's no rules saying we can't have fake ones, right? How about Daniel? Or David? Mark? Pete? Sam? He shook his head at each name, smiling good-naturedly. You have terrible taste in nicknames. At least think of something cool. The one who isn't contributing anything doesn't get to complain. His smile faded. Failed? Whoopsie. His smile faded and he let out a small sigh. It's no use, sis. I tried it already with someone here. Once you take your mind off the nickname, you immediately forget what it was. Seems like the only thing you can remember here is that number. That's why we name each other after the last digit in our numbers. It's the only nickname we can keep. I see. I guess I have to keep calling him Zero. It's the only nickname I'll be able to remember. Looking a little sour, he shifted his focus. So what should we do now? Thought since we were in this together we could have remembered each other's names, but that doesn't seem to be the case. 7 said it's in our memories. Did you find out anything in yours? You've only been under twice or so. Nothing so far as I can tell. But I think a little clearly afterwards. You know how each time you fit a piece of a puzzle it becomes a little bit more complete?
That's what experiencing memories feels like. Fitting puzzles into your scattered mind. I tried not to smile at his analogy. I didn't know I missed him that much. Had it really been that long since I've seen him? So the reason I felt like I'm swimming in cotton and not remembering much is because I haven't started fitting puzzle pieces of my mind together? Yeah, that's it. Tell me, how much do you remember? I tried to think, but my mind was empty and unresponsive. I remembered a few things, such as being a student in a small college, my brother and my parents, but when I tried to think about recent events, I drew a blank. Not much. See, that's what I mean. You're calmer than I expected. Well, this is a dream, right? Even as I thought, I began to feel doubtful. My brother was acting too much on his own accord for me to be dreaming. At the very least, this wasn't an ordinary dream. But people can't share the same dream, right? It's not possible. I think memories are more likely to happen when something reminds you of it. I see. My brother's anxiousness was rubbing off on me. Now I wanted to wake up too, even if it meant fulfilling a strange condition of remembering. Oh. I'm sorry that I'm mumbling my words a little bit, but it still hurts to open up my mouth too wide.
Let's start somewhere simple then.
I thought for a while before pointing at his headphones.
Like that. Music. I remember buying you that for your birthday.
You bought this? His frown deepened, and I wondered if he'd really forgotten those noise pulsing out of the room every day for a few years before I bought him those headphones. Yeah, I think I remember now. He didn't even know what noise-canceling headphones were when he went out to buy them for me.
If it's anything by the name, it makes things less noisy, which is what happened after I bought them for you. Mom's house was a lot more peaceful afterwards.
He laughed at my joke, rubbing lightly at his eyes. The motion reminded me of Seven before she disappeared, and my stomach nodded nervously once again.
Are you going under a memory?
I gripped onto his sleeve tightly, feeling anxious. He noticed my tension and blinked rapidly, shaking his head as if to clear it. No, I can't leave you by yourself when you're looking that terrified at the mere thought of it. He messed with my hair, and I swatted his arm away quickly. Even as I complained, I felt a little relief inside.
Stop that! I wasn't scared, I was just wondering. It's weird seeing people disappear in front of me so suddenly.
Sure, you're going to have to do it eventually, too. He paused, looking thoughtful. Speaking of music, I made a friend here. Want to come and meet him?
That was different from when Seven asked if I wanted to meet someone new. I was by myself when she asked me, but the mere thought of having to handle small talk with a stranger I barely knew felt terrifying. But now, my brother was here. I wouldn't be left to handle people on my own. With that thought in mind, I nodded. My brother led me down the hallway and into a different area of the building. There were several larger rooms here, all looking like they were meant for various activities. I followed my brother into one of them, where a stranger was staring down at a keyboard.
13! I don't know how to voice this guy. Hey man, back from your walk. I want to know what you think about the...
His eyes landed on me and I instinctively shrank behind my brother's back.
Who's that chick?
Hey. I nodded at the new guy and tried to think of something to say. He seems friendly. Should I be polite or maybe should I be casual? But if I'm too casual, what if he expects me to talk more? My mind locked up and my stomach started to feel queasy. I was taking too long to come up with a greeting and I felt myself start to panic. I turned to my brother instead. I didn't know they had rooms like this here. My voice came out in a whisper, but my brother didn't mind. He nodded with a small frown.
I didn't. There was a hair in my mouth. Delicious. I don't even know where here is. There are a lot of rooms like this in the building. I hear the rooms change depending on the first and last person standing in them.
Has it ever changed for you?
Sometimes. Doesn't look much different from this.
I looked around the room with interest. It was filled with all sorts of instruments and equipment that I couldn't name. And there was a computer tucked into the corner.
How cute. Shush. How cute.
With that, I'm going to end this episode. My head is swimming and I feel like I'm in this game right now with how dizzy I'm getting. Whew. I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to continue on because videos need to be made. I don't know. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye!